hours of sleep. You're going to feel refreshed. You're going to feel rejuvenated. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you're going to feel refreshed, rejuvenated, like you got 8 hours of sleep. We're going to fall asleep tonight. We're going to fall asleep quickly. You will be asleep by the end of this video. You won't even see the end of this video because you're going to have already fallen asleep, because that's how fast you fall asleep. That's how fast you fall asleep. You fall asleep within minutes, and we manifest instantly. We manifest instantly. We just decide, and that's just how this works. You decide, and it's true. So you're going to fall asleep in 5 minutes. Most 5 minutes are left. You will have fallen asleep, and you're going to wake up tomorrow feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and hydrated and energized. You're going to feel like if you had chugged 15 energy drinks type of energized. You're going to feel like you just you just took a 5-hour energy shot. That's what you're going to feel like. That's how energized you're going to feel tomorrow morning. That's how energized you're going to feel tomorrow morning when you wake up. I'm so serious. That's how energized you're going to feel tomorrow morning when you wake up. That is how energized you're going to feel tomorrow morning when you wake up. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. And you're going to fall asleep so quickly. It does not matter if you're getting 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours. No matter how many hours of sleep you're getting, you're going to feel like you got the exact amount of sleep that you need. You're going to feel like you got the exact amount of sleep that you need. The exact amount of sleep that you need. Exact amount of sleep that you need. The exact amount of sleep that you need. However much sleep that you need. Me personally, I need like 10 to 12 hours of sleep, bro, or else I'm grumpy. Not anymore, though. Not anymore, because I've decided that we're morning people now. We're morning people now. Yep. We wake up so early, it does not matter that it's almost midnight, and that when we wake up, it'll be like 7. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Because we have decided that we are now morning people, and that no matter what, we wake up feeling energized. That's what we've decided. Yes. That is what we've decided. That is in fact what we have decided. That's what we've decided. That's what we've decided. That's what we've decided. We love sunshine. The sunshine makes us feel awake. Every single time that we see sunshine, we feel awake. We feel awake. Does not matter how much sleep that we actually got. We are going to wake up feeling so well rested. You're going to wake up feeling like that one time that you woke up and you're just like, wow, I could take on the world. That's going to be here every morning. That's going to be here every morning because we've decided that. I want you to decide that right now. Decide that every morning you're going to be a morning person. Don't even think about like, okay, how are we gonna make that happen? Am I gonna have to wake up at 8 a.m.? Don't think about none of that. Just decide that you're now a morning person. We're not morning people. It's so nice to meet you. I'm a morning person. Are you a morning person? Wow. We've just decided. We've decided.